Have you ever felt like your mind could unlock a whole new level of you? Hey there, friend. Let us kick this off with a question that might just stop you in your tracks and make you pause for a second. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to tap into a version of yourself that's sharper, wiser, and bursting with insights you didn't even know you had hiding inside? Picture this for a sec. You're going about your day, juggling work with that endless to-do list, scrolling through your phone as notifications light up your screen like a fireworks show, maybe dodging a few curveballs life throws your way like a surprise meeting or a spilled coffee that throws off your morning. And then, out of nowhere, it hits you. There's this untapped potential bubbling up inside you, this quiet power just waiting to be unleashed, like a hidden treasure chest you've yet to open. Sounds pretty wild, right? It's the kind of thought that can make your heart race with excitement, wondering what you could become if you just knew how to unlock it. Well, stick with me, because today we're re-diving into something incredible. 10 powerful Stoic techniques that can elevate your intelligence and transform the way you think, turning that flicker of possibility into a full-on flame. These aren't just dusty old-school ideas from ancient Rome, locked away in history books. They're practical, life-changing tools that fit perfectly into our crazy modern world, where deadlines loom, screens dominate, and life loves to keep us on our toes. I'm pumped to take you on this journey, to explore the endless possibilities of your mind together, step by step. These techniques come straight from the minds of Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, guys who lived through wars, personal losses, and political chaos, yet found ways to stay grounded and grow wiser every day. Their wisdom isn't some abstract theory, it's a hands-on guide that can help you navigate today's hustle, from managing stress to building better connections. Imagine a version of you that handles challenges with a calm confidence, sees opportunities where others see obstacles, and carries a depth of understanding that lights up your conversations. That's what we're aiming for here. And the best part? You don't need to be a philosopher or have hours to spare. This is about small, doable shifts that add up to something huge. So if you're passionate about growing into that wiser version of yourself, about unlocking that potential you feel deep down, go ahead and hit that notification bell and subscribe. Let's make this a team effort, because growth is always better with company, and I can't wait to see where this takes us. All right, let's set the stage for this adventure. Think about your day-to-day life for a moment. Maybe you're rushing to meet a deadline, scrolling late at night to unwind, or dealing with a friend who canceled plans last minute. Sound familiar? Those moments can feel overwhelming, like you're just reacting to the world spinning around you. But what if you could take control of how you respond? What if you could train your mind to see beyond the chaos, to find clarity and strength even when things get messy? That is where the Stoics come in. They've got a treasure trove of ideas that can help you do just that. Over the next little while, we'll walk through 10 techniques that'll stretch your thinking, sharpen your focus, and maybe even surprise you with how much you're capable of. We'll talk about embracing life's twists, stepping into discomfort, and finding peace in the quiet, stuff that sounds simple but packs a punch when you put it into action. I've tried some of these myself, like taking a break from my phone to just think, and it's wild how much clearer my head feels after. So buckle up. We're about to explore how these ancient insights can light up your modern life, turning everyday struggles into chances to grow smarter and stronger. This journey isn't about perfection or becoming someone else. It is about becoming the best version of you, the one that's been waiting to shine. Whether you're here because you're curious, feeling stuck, or just love a good story, you're in the right place. We'll take it step by step, and I'll be right here with you, sharing what I've learned and hearing what lights you up along the way. So let us dive into the endless possibilities of your mind, because you've got more potential than you might realize, and we're going to unlock it together. Ready? Let's get started. So let us keep that mindset as we move on to the next piece of this Stoic puzzle. There is more wisdom to uncover, stepping out of comfort for a stronger you. All right, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about comfort, that sweet escape we all crave when the world gets a little too heavy. Picture this. You're curled up in bed with your favorite show on, the glow of the screen lighting up your cozy nook, a warm cup of cocoa in hand sending little tendrils of steam into the air, and for a moment, the world just melts away. The stress of the day, gone. The endless to-do list, out of sight. Sounds perfect, right? We all love that cozy feeling. It's like a warm hug from life itself, a place where everything feels safe and predictable. I've had those nights, wrapped in a blanket, binge-watching something silly, and it's pure bliss. But what if I told you that the path to real wisdom and smarts often lies outside that comfy zone? Yeah, it might sound crazy at first, but the Stoics, those wise folks from way back who figured out how to thrive through some pretty tough times, had a take on this that might just surprise you. They believed embracing discomfort is like a secret weapon for growth, a hidden key to unlocking a stronger, sharper version of yourself. Think about it. Imagine you're trying to learn a new language, stumbling over words that twist your tongue into knots, or tackling a tricky instrument like the guitar, where your fingers fumble on the strings, and every chord feels like a battle. At first it's tough, frustrating even. Your brain protests, "This is too hard," and it's tempting to give up, to crawl back to what's easy, maybe scrolling your phone or sticking to what you already know. But the Stoics? They'd look at you with a knowing nod and say, "No way. Push through that unease." Because it's in those sweaty, awkward moments when you're stretching beyond your limits that you build something amazing. You start picking up new skills. Maybe you finally nail that Spanish phrase or strum a clean chord. And along the way, you develop mental toughness and resilience that sticks with you everywhere, like a superpower you didn't know you had. I've felt this myself when I tried picking up a new hobby. Every mistake made me want to quit, but sticking with it turned into a quiet pride I carry now. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully when he said, "The obstacle is the way." Isn't that wild? The very challenges that make you want to throw in the towel, the project at work that got you stumped, the tricky conversation with a friend you're dreading, are actually the road to becoming a better you. It's like those obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're stepping stones, guiding you toward growth if you're brave enough to step on them. The Stoics saw discomfort not as something to avoid, but as a forge, a place where your character gets shaped and strengthened. So next time you're facing something tough, maybe a deadline that feels impossible or a situation that makes your stomach twist, don't run from it. Embrace the discomfort. Lean into that sweaty-palmed, heart-racing feeling, knowing it's your chance to level up. With every hurdle you overcome, you're not just getting smarter, you're forging a stronger version of yourself, one that can handle life's punches with a steady grin. It's like mental muscle building, and the Stoics were all about that. They understood that growth does not happen in the easy moments, it's the hard ones that carve out your strength. So picture yourself tackling that next challenge not with dread, but with a quiet confidence that says, "I've got this." Ready for the next step in this adventure? There's more Stoic wisdom waiting to light your path, so let's keep going and see where it takes us. The magic of stepping back to move forward. Now here's a twist you might not expect. Sometimes the best way to get smarter is to stop. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy in a world that's all about doing more, being more, rushing everywhere like we're stuck in some endless race with no finish line. We're conditioned to keep pushing, cranking through work, scrolling through feeds, juggling a million things at once, because that's what productivity looks like, right? But the Stoics, those clever ancient thinkers, had this brilliant idea called deliberate disengagement that flips that script upside down. It is like hitting pause on life as remote control, taking a purposeful step back from your usual grind to give your mind a breather and a chance to recharge. Picture a painter who's been hunched over a canvas for hours, brush strokes blurring together as they wrestle with their creation. Sometimes the smartest move they can make is to step away, grab a coffee, stretch their legs, and come back with fresh eyes to see the masterpiece they're crafting. Our brains work the same way. They need that break to reset, to see things clearly again. Marcus Aurelius, That wise Stoic who jotted down his thoughts amid the chaos of ruling an empire wrote about this, saying you don't need a fancy retreat to a mountain cabin or a seaside escape to find peace. You can retreat into yourself whenever you choose. Isn't that wild? Peace is right there inside you, waiting for you to tap into it. In today's hyper-connected world, with phones buzzing like tiny alarm clocks and notifications screaming for attention every 5 seconds, this might feel counterintuitive, like, how can stepping back possibly help when there's so much to do? But trust me, it's more important than ever. I'm not saying ditch your responsibilities. Nah, life still needs you to show up for work, for family, for all the things that matter. It's not about escaping. It's about carving out intentional moments to disconnect, to give yourself a little breathing room. Maybe it's a walk without your phone, just you and the sound of your footsteps crunching on the path, the world slowing down as you listen to the birds or the rustle of leaves. Or try some deep breathing exercises. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, letting the clutter in your head start to clear like fog lifting from a lake. Even a day unplugged, doing something simple like reading a book you love or sketching random doodles on a napkin, can work wonders. I've done this myself, put my phone on silent and spent an afternoon lost in a story, and when I came back my mind felt lighter, more focused. This break gives your mind space to process, to learn, to grow in ways you might not notice right away. It's like a counterbalance to all that constant engagement, those endless emails, the social media scroll, the pressure to always be on. Without that pause, your brain can get overwhelmed, like a computer with too many tabs open, slowing down until it crashes. But with deliberate disengagement, you create a rhythm, a balance that lets you think deeper, see clearer, and tackle challenges with a renewed spark. In that balance, you find a path to sharper intelligence and deeper understanding, because sometimes the best way to move forward is to step back and let your mind catch up. So next time life feels like a non-stop race with deadlines piling up and your energy fading, remember the power of stepping back, even for a few minutes, to rediscover your clarity. Take that breath, find that quiet, and let your brain do its magic. What do you think? Ready to try it out? Because there's another Stoic trick waiting just around the corner and I can't wait to share it with you. Lifelong learning is a spark that can transform your life into something richer and more meaningful, a principle deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, which views education as a lifelong journey rather than a destination reached at the end of formal schooling. Leaving the classroom, whether after high school, college, or a vocational program, isn't the end. It's just the beginning. The Stoics, with their emphasis on personal growth and resilience, believed every day offers a chance to expand your mind, refine your perspective, and deepen your understanding of the world. This isn't about collecting degrees or certifications to impress others. It's about nurturing a childlike curiosity that keeps your intellect vibrant and your spirit engaged. Remember when you were young and the world was a playground of wonder? A bug on the sidewalk or a question about the stars could ignite your imagination. As adults, it's easy to lose that awe, buried under routines and responsibilities. But what if you could reclaim that hunger to learn something new each day? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Only the educated are free." His words weren't meant for scholars alone, but for anyone willing to relentlessly seek knowledge and broaden their horizons. Education, in this sense, is liberation, a way to break free from ignorance, narrow thinking, and a stagnant mind. Today, the digital age makes learning opportunities boundless. Platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy, and ADX offer world-class courses on topics from quantum physics to ancient philosophy. Podcasts explore niche subjects, while documentaries on streaming services bring history, science, and culture to life. Interactive apps, virtual reality, and social media communities let you engage with ideas in real time. Yet the real magic happens when you move beyond passively absorbing information. True learning comes from reflecting on what you've encountered, applying it to your life and sharing it to spark new conversations and insights. This active approach turns every day into a classroom. A chat with a friend can offer a fresh perspective. A workplace challenge can teach resilience or creative problem solving. Even failures hold valuable lessons if you're open to examining them. The key is to weave what you learn into your life, letting it shape your thoughts, actions, and relationships. By embracing learning as a daily practice, you cultivate a richer inner world, one that's more adaptable, empathetic, and wise. Lifelong learning isn't about knowing everything. No one ever does. It's about the process, the joy of discovery, the thrill of connecting ideas, and the satisfaction of growing wiser with each step. So how do you keep this curiosity alive? Start small. Choose a topic that intrigues you even if it seems unrelated to your daily life. Read a book, listen to a podcast, or watch a lecture. Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and share your insights with others. Let each day be a chance to see the world anew. Lifelong learning isn't just about intelligence. It's about living more fully with an open, engaged mind, ready for what's next. Are you ready to dive into the adventure? Gratitude, your key to a wiser soul. Gratitude might seem like a simple concept, just saying, "Thank you," when someone holds the door or passes the salt. But for the Stoics, it was a transformative practice, a way of seeing the world that sharpens your intelligence and enriches your life. Far from a fleeting gesture, gratitude was a lens through which they viewed every moment, every interaction, every challenge. It's about recognizing the inherent value in what's right in front of you, rather than fixating on what's missing or what could be better. By embracing gratitude, you shift your focus to celebrate the present, and in doing so, you unlock clarity, perspective, and a deeper appreciation for life's smallest details. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully in his meditations, writing, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." His words aren't just poetic. They're an invitation to wake each day with a sense of wonder, to see existence itself as a gift worth cherishing. This mindset doesn't just make you feel good. It rewires how you think, making you more attuned to the world and its lessons. In our modern, fast-paced lives, it's all too easy to get swept up in the relentless pursuit of what's next. The next promotion, the next gadget, the next milestone. Chasing these can blind us to the richness of the present moment. Gratitude acts like an anchor, grounding you in the here and now. It encourages you to pause and notice the details, the warmth of a morning coffee, the laughter of a child, or the quiet strength you find in overcoming a setback. These moments, when viewed through the lens of gratitude, become more than fleeting. They become opportunities for growth and insight. The Stoics believe that by appreciating what you have, you cultivate a mind that's more observant, more reflective, and more open to wisdom. A failed project, for instance, isn't just a mistake. It's a teacher, offering lessons in resilience or creative problem-solving. A sunset that stops you in your tracks isn't just beautiful. It is a reminder of nature, its vastness, and your place within it. Gratitude amplifies your ability to learn from life's endless stream of experiences. Practicing gratitude doesn't require grand gestures or special occasions. It's a daily habit, one that thrives in the small, quiet moments as much as in the big wins. Start by noticing one thing each day that sparks a sense of appreciation. Maybe it is a kind word from a colleague, the comfort of a familiar routine, or the way a song lifts your mood. Reflect on it, let it sink in, and consider how it shapes your perspective. This simple act rewires your mind to seek out the good, even in tough times. Studies in psychology back this up. Gratitude practices, like journaling or mindful reflection, can boost emotional resilience, improve focus, and even enhance cognitive flexibility. For the Stoics, though, it was more than a feel-good exercise. It was a path to virtue, a way to align your thoughts with what truly matters. As you move through life's highs and lows, gratitude becomes a tool for navigating both with grace. It doesn't erase challenges, but reframes them as opportunities to grow wiser and more connected to the world. By giving thanks for the big and small moments alike, you build a life that's not just happier, but richer in understanding. So, take a moment today to pause and give thanks for the air in your lungs, the people around you, the lessons in every step. Ready to explore another Stoic gem? The journey's just beginning. Seeing the world with fresh eyes. Observation might seem like a small, almost trivial act, just stopping to notice a leaf trembling in the breeze or the delicate patterns of frost etched on a winter window. But for the Stoics, It was a profound practice, a gateway to deeper understanding. They called it mindful observation, a deliberate act of truly seeing the world around you, not just skimming past it in the rush of daily life. It's about anchoring yourself in the present moment, absorbing the details, and marveling at the intricate beauty and complexity of existence. When you observe with intention, you're not merely a passive bystander. You're an active participant soaking in knowledge and insights from the world's subtle cues. The Stoic philosopher Seneca, with his knack for cutting through life's noise, once wrote, "Time discovers truth." By slowing down and taking the time to truly look, you uncover truths, not just about the world around you, but about the people in it and, most importantly, about yourself. In our hyper-connected, fast-moving world, mindful observation can feel like a radical act. Screens demand our attention, notifications ping relentlessly, and our minds are often pulled in a dozen directions at once. Amid this chaos, pausing to notice the world might seem inefficient, even indulgent. Yet, it's in these quiet, deliberate moments that your mind finds space to breathe, reflect, and grow. Think about the last time you watched waves crash rhythmically on a shore, or studied the bustling energy of a city square, or caught the way sunlight filters through a canopy of leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground. These moments aren't just beautiful, they're rich with lessons. The waves might teach you about persistence, the city about human connection, the leaves about the fleeting nature of time. Every detail you observe carries insights, waiting for you to unpack them. This practice of mindful observation sharpens your perception, helping you notice patterns, make connections, and cultivate a deeper understanding of the world. The Stoics understood that observation isn't just about seeing. It is about engaging with life on a deeper level. It's about training your mind to be present, to set aside preconceptions and distractions, and to approach each moment with curiosity. When you observe mindfully, you're not just collecting sensory data. You're building a foundation for wisdom. A fleeting interaction with a stranger might reveal a lesson in empathy. The slow unfurling of a flower might remind you of patience. Even the chaos of a busy day can teach you resilience if you take the time to notice its rhythms. This practice doesn't require grand settings or special tools, just a willingness to slow down and pay attention. Try it. Carve out a few minutes each day to simply observe. It could be the texture of your morning coffee's foam, the cadence of a loved one's voice, or the way shadows shift as the sun moves across the sky. Push aside the mental clutter, quiet your inner chatter, and let yourself see. This simple act of observation does more than reveal beauty. It nurtures your intelligence in unexpected ways. By training yourself to notice details, you enhance your ability to think critically, solve problems creatively, and empathize with others. You become more attuned to the world's subtleties, more open to its lessons. The Stoics believed that wisdom grows from living deliberately, and mindful observation is a cornerstone of that approach. So as you move through your day, take a moment to pause and look. Really look. You'll find not just beauty, but a path to a richer, more insightful life. Ready to dive into another Stoic gem? The journey of wisdom continues. The power of really hearing someone. We've all been there, nodding along in a conversation while our mind is off wandering, mentally checking off a to-do list, replaying a scene from last night's binge watch, or even wondering what's for dinner. It's easy to fall into the trap of half-listening, but the Stoics had a profound insight about this habit, and it's a game-changer for anyone seeking true intelligence. For them, wisdom wasn't just about clever words or quick wit. It was deeply tied to the art of listening. Active listening goes far beyond simply hearing someone's words or staying quiet while they speak. It's about being fully present, giving the speaker your undivided attention, and striving to understand their perspective, emotions, and intentions. It means asking thoughtful questions, showing genuine empathy, and resisting the urge to jump to conclusions or rehearse your next response while they're still talking. This kind of listening isn't passive. It's an active, intentional practice that enriches both your mind and your relationships. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus put it brilliantly when he said, We have two ears and one mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. His words are a clever reminder that listening is a pathway to knowledge, connection, and personal growth. By truly hearing others, you open yourself to their experiences, ideas, and wisdom, which can broaden your own perspective in ways you never expected. In today's fast-paced world, where quick replies, witty comebacks, and social media soundbites often steal the spotlight, active listening feels almost countercultural, yet there's immense power in pausing, setting aside distractions, and giving someone your full focus. It is not just about understanding their words. It is about grasping the emotions and intentions behind them, which fosters deeper connections and sharper insights. When you listen with intention, you're not just absorbing information. You're building bridges of empathy and uncovering truths about the world and yourself. Practicing active listening can transform everyday interactions into opportunities for growth. Think about a recent conversation with a friend, colleague, or family member. Were you fully present, or was your mind drifting? I've tried this myself, making a conscious effort to really hear someone, to ask questions that dig deeper and to let their words sink in before responding. The result? I've learned surprising things, from new perspectives on familiar topics to small details about someone's life that brought us closer. It's amazing how much richer conversations become when you prioritize listening over speaking. Active listening also sharpens your emotional intelligence, helping you pick up on subtle cues, like a hesitant tone or a fleeting expression, that reveal more than words alone. This skill doesn't just make you a better conversationalist, it makes you a better problem solver, collaborator, and friend. Incorporating active listening into your daily life doesn't require grand gestures, just small, deliberate choices. Next time you're in a conversation, challenge yourself to put away distractions, whether it's your phone or your mental to-do list. Focus on the speaker's words, tone, and body language. Ask a question to show you're engaged, like, "What made you feel that way?" or "Can you tell me more about that?" Resist the urge to interrupt or formulate your response while they're still talking. These simple acts can turn a mundane chat into a moment of connection and learning. The Stoics believed that wisdom comes from living intentionally, and active listening is a powerful way to do just that. By truly hearing others, you'll not only deepen your relationships but also cultivate a sharper, more empathetic mind. Ready to explore another Stoic gem? The journey of wisdom is just getting started. Finding peace in the quiet. In our bustling, noisy world, silence is a rare and precious commodity. We're surrounded by a relentless symphony of distractions, phones buzzing with notifications, the hum of conversations, the constant pull of news, music, and social media. Amid this cacophony, carving out a moment of true quiet feels almost impossible. Yet the Stoics saw these moments as vital for personal growth and intellectual clarity. Silence to them wasn't just the absence of sound, it was a sacred space where your thoughts could breathe, a sanctuary for reflection, self-awareness, and deliberate decision-making. By stepping away from the external chaos and tuning into your inner self, you create room for your mind to expand, to sift through emotions, evaluate actions, and plan your next steps with intention. This practice of seeking silence isn't about retreating from life. It is about grounding yourself in it, fostering a deeper connection to your own wisdom and the world around you. The Stoic philosopher Seneca captured the power of this practice when he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." His words cut straight to the heart of our modern struggles. How often do we lie awake at night, tormented by what-ifs or spiraling worries, amplified by the constant noise of our lives? The barrage of information, endless notifications, opinions, and demands can cloud our judgment, making it hard to distinguish real concerns from imagined fears. Silence offers a way to cut through this mental clutter. By stepping into quiet, you give yourself the space to confront your thoughts head-on, to separate truth from distortion, and to reflect on what truly matters. This isn't about escaping reality, but about engaging with it more fully, with a clearer, calmer mind. In those moments of stillness, you can ask yourself, what's driving my anxiety? What's within my control? What's the next right step? These questions, answered in the quiet, can lead to profound insights and sharper decision-making. Embracing silence might feel daunting in a world that glorifies constant connectivity. We're conditioned to fill every moment with input: podcasts during commutes, videos during downtime, texts during meals. But the Stoics remind us that balance is key. You don't need to retreat to a mountaintop or swear off technology. Even a few intentional minutes of silence each day can be transformative. Try it during a morning walk, letting the sounds of nature replace your usual playlist. Or set aside a moment before bed to sit quietly, free from screens, and let your thoughts settle. These small pockets of stillness can become a ritual, a chance to reconnect with yourself and process the day's events. Over time, this practice sharpens your critical thinking, as you learn to question assumptions and notice patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. It also deepens your emotional intelligence, helping you understand your feelings and respond to challenges with greater clarity. The beauty of silence lies in its simplicity and accessibility. It requires no special tools or training, just a willingness to pause and be present. Research even supports its benefits. Studies show that moments of quiet can reduce stress, boost focus, and enhance cognitive flexibility. For the Stoics, though, silence was more than a mental health hack. It was a path to virtue, a way to align your inner world with your outer actions. By embracing these moments, you cultivate a mind that's not only sharper, but also more compassionate and grounded. So amidst life's hustle, make space for silence. Let it be your guide to clarity, wisdom, and growth. Ready for the next Stoic gem? The adventure of self-discovery continues, learning from every face you meet. Engaging with a diverse array of people is one of the most vibrant ways to enrich your life and expand your mind. The Stoics, with their keen understanding of human nature, recognize that our intelligence isn't T-shaped solely by solitary study or introspection, but is profoundly influenced by the mosaic of individuals we encounter. Every interaction, whether a fleeting exchange with a barista about their hometown, a thoughtful discussion with a coworker from a different department, or a heartfelt conversation with a grandparent about their adventurous youth, offers a unique opportunity to learn. Each person you meet carries a distinct perspective, a new piece of life's intricate puzzle, and these moments of connection can spark insights that deepen your understanding of the world. By opening yourself to people from varied backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life, you unlock a treasure chest of experiences, ideas, and wisdom that no book or lecture could ever fully replicate. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, offered timeless wisdom when he advised, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." At first glance, this might suggest seeking out only the best or most accomplished individuals, but the Stoics' broader view invites a more inclusive approach. Sometimes the most profound lessons come from the most unexpected sources. A janitor sharing a hard-earned life lesson over a broom, a child asking a deceptively simple question that flips your perspective, or a stranger on a bus offering a glimpse into a world you've never known. It is not about talking to every single person you cross paths with, but about cultivating an attitude of openness and curiosity. Every individual, regardless of their status or story, has something valuable to contribute, whether it's a fresh viewpoint, a unique experience, or a challenge to your assumptions. In a world where it is easy to retreat into comfort zones or echo chambers, surrounding ourselves with people who think, look, or live like us, venturing out to connect with those who are different, becomes a powerful act of intellectual and personal growth. These interactions don't need to be grand or formal to be meaningful. A quick chat with a neighbor from another culture can reveal new ways of seeing the world. A discussion with someone who holds opposing views can sharpen your critical thinking, forcing you to articulate your beliefs or reconsider them. Even casual encounters like asking a street vendor about their craft can uncover stories that broaden your horizons. The key is to approach these moments with genuine interest. Listen to their stories, ask thoughtful questions, and share a bit of your own experience. This exchange creates a two-way street of learning, where both parties grow. Research in social psychology supports this. Diverse interactions enhance creativity, empathy, and problem-solving skills by exposing us to new ideas and perspectives. For the Stoics, though, it was more than a cognitive boost. It was a path to virtue, a way to live more fully in harmony with others and the world. To make this a part of your life, start small. Strike up a conversation with someone outside your usual circle, a colleague from a different team, a neighbor from another generation, or even a stranger in line at the store. Listen intently, ask open-ended questions, and let their story unfold. These moments of connection will not only enrich your understanding, but also deepen your empathy and curiosity. By embracing the diversity of human experiences, you'll watch your intelligence blossom in ways you never imagined, weaving a richer tapestry of wisdom with every interaction. Ready for the final Stoic technique? Let's bring this journey to a powerful close. Curiosity over quick judgments. In a world that often demands quick decisions, swipe right, follow, unfollow, or dismiss in a split second, cultivating curiosity stands out as a transformative act, one the Stoics championed as a cornerstone of true intelligence. Curiosity isn't just a fleeting impulse, it's a powerful mindset, a muscle that grows stronger with use. When you approach people, situations, or ideas with an open mind, you fling open the door to learning, growth, and deeper understanding. Instead of rushing to judgment or brushing off the unfamiliar, curiosity invites you to pause, ask questions, and seek to understand. This practice doesn't just expand your knowledge, it deepens your empathy, broadens your perspective, and enriches your interactions with the world. The Stoics understood that a curious mind is a resilient one, capable of navigating life's complexities with humility and openness, always ready to uncover new insights. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus captured this beautifully when he said, "It is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows." His words are a sharp reminder that assuming we have all the answers closes us off from the vast well of knowledge and experience around us. When we let pride or certainty take over, we build walls that block growth. Curiosity, on the other hand, dismantles those walls. It's the antidote to complacency, urging us to question our assumptions, explore the unfamiliar, and embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, where notifications and noise compete for our attention, staying curious can feel like a challenge. It's tempting to skim the surface, scroll past a post, tune out a differing opinion, or stick to what's comfortable. But by choosing curiosity over snap judgments, you become a lifelong learner, always open to the next lesson, no matter where it comes from. Embracing curiosity transforms everyday moments into opportunities for growth. A conversation with someone who sees the world differently can spark a new way of thinking. A confusing situation at work might reveal a lesson in patience or creativity if you approach it with questions rather than frustration. Even a book or idea that feels foreign can become a gateway to unexpected wisdom. The key is to stay open, ask why or how, instead of deciding something doesn't fit your worldview. This practice not only sharpens your intellect but also fosters empathy as you learn to see through others' eyes. Research backs this up. Curiosity has been shown to enhance problem-solving, boost creativity, and even improve relationships by encouraging deeper listening and understanding. For the Stoics, though, curiosity was more than a cognitive tool. It was a path to virtue, a way to live with intention and align your actions with a broader, more compassionate view of the world. Making curiosity a daily habit doesn't require grand gestures. Start small. The next time you encounter something new or challenging, take a deep breath and lean in. Ask a question. Maybe, what's the story behind this? Or, how does this work? And let the answers guide you. Read about a topic outside your comfort zone. Listen to someone with a different perspective, or explore a place you've never been. These moments of curiosity build a richer, more flexible mind, ready to adapt and grow. By choosing to stay open, you break free from the limits of routine and judgment, unlocking a world of possibilities. The Stoics knew that a curious mind is a thriving one, and as you let curiosity lead, you'll be amazed at where it takes you. Ready to keep exploring life with an open heart and mind? The journey of wisdom never ends. Your Stoic journey begins. What a journey we've been on, diving into the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. From embracing change as a teacher to cultivating a boundless curiosity, these 10 Stoic techniques form a powerful toolkit for elevating your intelligence and living a richer, more meaningful life. Each practice, whether it's learning to let go of what you can't control, finding clarity through mindful observation, or seeking wisdom in the stories of others, offers a unique way to deepen your understanding and navigate life's complexities with grace. So, which one resonated with you the most, Thew? Was it the transformative power of stepping back to gain perspective, the quiet strength of embracing silence, or the joy of learning from every person you encounter, from a barista to a grandparent? Each technique is a stepping stone, inviting you to reflect, grow, and engage with the world in a more intentional way. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments which practice sparked something in you, and let's learn from each other's experiences. After all, the Stoics remind us that wisdom is a collective adventure, built through shared insights and open hearts. These Stoic principles aren't just ancient philosophy. They were practical tools for thriving in today's fast-paced, often chaotic world. Embracing change, for instance, teaches us to see life's challenges as opportunities for growth, while active listening transforms conversations into moments of connection and discovery. Gratitude shifts our focus to what's present, grounding us in the moment, while curiosity keeps our minds open, ready to explore the unknown. Together, these practices weave a mindset that's resilient, empathetic, and endlessly curious. They remind us that intelligence isn't about having all the answers. It is about asking better questions, staying open to new perspectives, and finding joy in the process of learning. Whether it is pausing to notice the beauty of a fleeting moment or seeking out diverse voices to broaden your horizons, each step you take with these techniques builds a life that is not only wiser but also more vibrant and connected. Life, with all its twists and turns, is a wild and unpredictable ride, but the Stoic mindset equips you to embrace it with courage and enthusiasm. By letting go of what you can't control, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters: your actions, your attitude, and your growth. Living with gusto means saying yes to the present moment, whether it's savoring a small joy or tackling a challenge head-on. And fueling that curious fire inside? That's what keeps you moving forward, always eager to uncover the next lesson. These practices aren't about perfection. They're about progress, about showing up each day with a willingness to learn and grow. If these ideas have sparked even a flicker of inspiration, consider sharing them with others. Subscribe to keep the conversation going, give a thumbs up if this resonated, and hit that bell to stay connected. It's not about me, it's about us, building a community that's passionate about living wiser and brighter together. As you move forward, carry these Stoic gems with you. Let them guide you through life's ups and downs, from the mundane to the monumental. Keep reflecting, keep connecting, and keep asking questions. The journey of understanding is never ending, and each step you take makes you not just smarter, but more attuned to the beauty and complexity of the world. So here's to shining brighter, exploring deeper, and growing wiser together. Catch you next time, friend. Until then, keep the Stoic spark alive and let's make every moment a chance to grow.